Welcome, sport fans, to another episode of Half Baked Sports. We do apologize greatly that it has taken us this long to do stuff. Unfortunately, we've had some family issues and scheduling conflicts, and this was the first available moment we could get everybody together. But hey, another season of NFL. We promised we would stick through this one and see how it goes. Hopefully we can grow this channel. And the first topic up today is lack of a preseason. What do you guys think? I can definitely point out that you can definitely tell that the teams that were solid from last year, no problems. They hit the ground running. But, some of the teams that picked up new talent, more draft and free trades, they definitely struggled. They went on page number one, of course, that I'd like to point out, although didn't do a bad job, but Tampa Bay with Brady and everybody, you could still see that they were not quite on the same page yet. They weren't ready.
I think it was awesome. It makes good football because you see the only reason the ones that like what's it called? Kansas City, the Ravens, New Orleans, they were consistent because they had the same people.
Yeah,
everybody
same core
else,
group. Yeah. Quarterbacks, running backs.
Why everybody else was good because everybody else was horrible because they were still trying to figure out the pieces. So when you saw the game, it was kind of like almost a little bit of backyard football because it's like, hey, you know what I think is not working is working. So let's just try some fun of the mill kind of stuff.
But your first statement was it was great. Tom Brady stanked up the place. I'm sorry.
Didn't care because
I'm sorry, but two interceptions is not stinking up the place.
No, but Tom Brady, his legacy, and this is what I said last year, and I will say this again now. You are tarnishing your legacy by going to another team, trying to prove you need to do something when you don't need to do it. He stunk up the whole game. That first game, he stunk up the place.
He believes he's going to be there another 5 years in the league, personally.
I mean, I'm not.
You're a Brady fan.
Hold on. I'm a Patriots fan. So, with that being said, I don't think he stunk up the place. I think you saw it clear on paper that it wasn't that he wasn't stinking up the place. It was just that they weren't on cue. Like when the receiver was going left, when Brady thought he was going hitting the deep route. So that's just.
So can you make that excuse for every team that didn't have a preseason?
We don't have to. We're talking about Tampa Bay and Brady.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We're talking about Tampa Bay, and I'm talking about Tom Brady. He's a part of Tampa Bay.
Right. He doesn't
Tom
know the
Brady
offense.
did not
so why
play
are you trying
well.
to bring another team?
No, I'm saying Tom Brady did not. I didn't bring up any other team. I'm saying Tom Brady did not play well. The whole team did not play well. Lack of a preseason. That's every team, not just them.
Let's fall back. Because if you take a look, New Orleans and Tampa Bay faced off week 1.
Right.
That was a very close game in which New Orleans beat them by 10, and that's off of 2 interceptions. One was a pick 6 from Tom Brady, which by 10, with that group, they haven't had a really chance to get solidified. I think that is a decent game.
That's why I say it's not just Tampa Bay, it's all of them. Lack of preseason is what we're talking about. We're talking about lack of preseason, but we were talking about Tampa Bay first. I'm going to talk about all teams.
I still don't think 2 interceptions and a pick 6 is.
But I'm gonna say every team who did not have a preseason. That's all 32 teams. Some of them came up because they had the same core players, and the ones who didn't are suffering right now. And that's when you talk about lack of preseason. You have to talk about that. We can't. Just can't talk about Tom Brady and Tampa Bay.
You brought up Tampa Bay.
Well, I'm saying that's what everybody said. Tampa Bay. That's the first thing we led off with. I want to say everybody who did not have a preseason, which is all 32 teams, the ones who had great games either added great players, like Arizona, or you put all these new players on one team. Tampa Bay, Houston. Not Dallas. What's that other team?
Well, Dallas is involved. They're 32.
Well,
sports fans, you guys got to give us some time because right now, everything that's going on in the world, we know y'all miss sports. We've missed sports. We have definitely had to come together and put this back together because there is no preseason. We just ran right in with it. Excuse me, the NFL went right in.
We didn't have a preseason either, just so you
know.
But
we talked about it. So what's going on is everyone's working out the kinks. All 32 teams are working out the kinks. The first 4, 5, 6 games, by the halfway season point, everyone's going to be back in tune with what they need to do. And then that's when we're going to line up and see who's going to do what for the next. The next.
So you think 6 games? You think 6?
I would call out 6 games.
And of course, by 6 games, we should know exactly what the injuries are and who's going to rise up to the top. Because right
Yeah,
now,
absolutely.
without that preseason, teams are going to start fighting early, especially with the way that they've mixed up the division matchup.
Because remember, there's a 7 team in the playoff. I mean, there's another. It's an additional team in the playoffs now.
There is.
Yeah, this year.
No, they can't do an additional one. It'd have to be 2.
I thought it was next year.
Each conference.
Yeah, I
is
thought
in-
it was next year that they're
I
going
thought
to
it was next
implement that.
No, it's this year.
Oh,
All right, well, stay tuned. We'll have to get
hell,
that clarified and talk about that.
shit.
Yeah,
I did
haven't
not
got
know
that
that
memo
part.
yet.
Put that in there.
Oh, it's an extra team in the playoffs now. So
How
yeah.
does that work?
Oh,
So only the
We'll work out those kinks too.
Anyway, well, with that being said, I'm rooting for Tom Brady, just so you know. I'm not a Tom Brady fan. We on Half Baked Sports, y'all will always know this. John is not a Tom Brady fan. But I'm rooting for him right now for the simple fact this man's 43 years old, still doing it. He got to get his team in line with him. He got some good wide receivers. Finally, he had some really good wide receivers. And Gronkowski needs to step up.
Gronkowski came in. It was
He needs to step up.
Yeah,
Amendola.
Brady
Amendola.
gig is
And
back
Mike Evans.
online.
They need to get on the same page with him,
Yeah.
or he
Just
needs to
give
get
him-
on the same page with them.
All
Either
he
or.
needs is a little bit more time. I mean, he's
Yeah.
still
That's why,
new to
like
Brady.
Kendall said, 6 games.
The thing was
Moving on, we
Yeah.
do need to go on to the next topic, which is with the first 2 weeks under the belt. We have, of course, the week 3 kicking off tonight with Miami beating up on Jacksonville.
Man.
And
See, that's the
well,
over-under. you think something's going to happen, then
Save
something
us,
else
Lord,
happens.
save us.
he doesn't understand the over-under concept, but we'll try to work on him later. But with the first 2 weeks in the bag, obviously some injuries are pretty predominant here.
Yes.
What team do you think is most at risk right now to not even
With
doing
injury,
anything?
with injury,
Injuries, or just don't think they have a chance because they're just not ready?
Injury wise, I say I'm sorry, Kendall Frisco. Y'all lost a lot in the last 2 weeks.
We lost 5, a
lost-
few
you lost-
good men.
You lost
But
a
those
lot.
few good men are going to recover and
Yeah,
come back
they'll
above
get
and
better
beyond.
and they'll come back. But you lost Bosa for the season. He's gone. He's out.
That is a hurt.
That's the heart of your
Yeah.
defense.
Well, not the heart, but it's really a-
Thielen hurting real bad right now. Garoppolo,
Thielen's in Minnesota.
No, not Thielen. What's it? Kittle. Sorry, Kittle. That's one of your. That's the best tight end I've ever seen in a long time.
Yeah.
Fast, speed.
That is true.
Like,
hands.
how long are we talking about? Like a year or two?
I'm
Because
talking about
Gronkowski was in the
I'm talking about like 2 or 3 years. In the last 2 or 3 years. I'm sorry.
But yeah, I have to agree. San
But
Francisco.
San Francisco's hurt
but-
though, injury wise. But when you look at other teams like the Eagles, the Texans, all these teams that who should have been here are here.
Here, yeah.
And in Pittsburgh struggling to win games.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Oh, yeah.
It's the
No.
it's, that's la- that
They
goes back to
won
lack
the
of
decisive one
preseason,
against Denver.
but it's Denver. I'm
Well,
sorry.
think about the
But
Vikings game.
The Vikings, okay, Minnesota. That's another
Yeah.
team that's supposed to be the rising
Top
star.
tier,
You lose
yeah,
to
of course.
the
But take a look at who
Brooklyn
left.
Colts.
But that was a solid win, though.
You know, but
But anyway, I would like to mention, obviously, you guys have already mentioned, I say the Jets are still struggling. Which,
Yeah.
with the acquisitions that they got, you would think by now that
Well,
be able
they
to do
lost
something.
Le'Veon Bell.
But Le'Veon Bell really wasn't as
Put
strong
those
as
factors
he,
in.
he,
yes.
he didn't do
He
that
was-
last
he was
year.
I mean, don't get me wrong. He
was the whole offense.
Majority of the offense, but yeah, but they knew what they were getting out of him. I mean, he really wasn't even an every down back like they wanted him to be.
He didn't have to be as long. I mean, because the offensive line at the time was good for the running game, but then all of a sudden the
That's
offensive
last year. That's not this year.
even
But
this year
anyway.
the
But
same
you gotta
offensive
put in
linemen are
the
hurt.
But my point is, Jets are struggling, and by now with like I said, with the rebuild, we were hoping. I know a lot of the Jets fans were hoping to see a little bit more out of them. Who else do you have?
Same city, different team, the Giants, because they lost
Giants.
Saquon Barkley.
Yeah,
Saquon
yeah.
Barkley. But
Good
one
call,
person
too.
doesn't make the team. Next man up needs to step up.
Who else is
I'm
good on
sorry.
that team?
I-
No.
Well, look.
Who
we
else
got-
is good on the team?
Gentlemen, we got to look at
Wait, wait,
trades.
wait.
We got to
No,
look at
hold on.
injuries.
I just want to stop for a second. Let's pause for a second. Who else is good on the Giants?
Daniel Jones.
Who else is good on the Giants?
Well, let me.
Good question.
Hold on. Chuck made a good point. Hold on.
You just lost your whole offense.
Chuck made a good point. I want to go back to a guy named Arian Foster who was on the practice squad.
Oh, God.
Who?
The star running back got hurt. They brought a practice squad. Remember, Arian Foster, he ran through the league for 5 years. Why come the Giants can't do that? Do they have anybody out there? Are they looking for anybody in their practice squad that could actually do that? There are other players.
You're right.
You can find a diamond in the rough if you go look.
Can I raise my hand? So last year, Saquon Barkley got hurt. What was their record last year? And they had all the time to go get this magical person. No. They had all the time to get this magical person. Bringing players out
of retirement. Right? That's what that is.
They had all that time.
Arian Foster's not playing no more.
Just in case Saquon Barkley gets hurt.
I'm talking about Arian Foster. I'm talking about like the fact that you got people on your practice roster for a reason. Go get them, give them a shot, and see what happens.
All right. And this is what happens. We haven't talked sports enough.
Colin Kaepernick should come back too.
Obviously, no preseason, injuries. Lack of cohesiveness on teams. We're going to see a lot of things play out these next few weeks. But definitely one thing I want to mention going into this season is Arizona.
And from what you said, lack of preseason. Look at these guys. They added somebody and look at them go.
Well, but they weren't slouches last year. They weren't slouches. He came in, hit the ground running.
Like I said, you added a key element.
Was him Larry Fitzgerald? They pick up DeAndre Hopkins. I mean. And they already
DeAndre's going to be a great fit.
And they already had a solid offensive line. So I'm looking forward to seeing what Arizona can do this year, especially hitting out the gate and getting that up.
I know they're going to make the playoffs. It's just as far as after the playoffs, where can they go?
Arizona is...
I believe they're playoff contenders.
It's usually baby steps. Just making the playoffs is going to be amazing for them. When you take in consideration that San Francisco, although may suffer because of the lack of the talent that got injured, but you still have Seattle that's playing well.
Yeah.
So it's not easy. It's not
easy. You got Aaron Rodgers and Brees.
Wait. Arizona is going to be what the Texans should have been this year if they kept D-Hop.
Oh yeah, I can say that.
You would say that.
Yes, I am.
I got
nothing but daggers over here.
All right, we're going to be wrapping this up here quickly with a couple more topics. Brees versus Rodgers. Green Bay and New Orleans are playing it out this week. I don't know who the home game is. I think it's
New Orleans. It's in New Orleans.
And after that debacle in Vegas, Brees and company have something to prove. But Rodgers isn't going to lay down, and he had a great game.
No, he's not.
Rodgers got a chip on his shoulder. I'm sorry. That man playing like he got a chip on his shoulder. I'm going to show y'all.
I'm just glad that LaFleur is like letting him do his thing.
Give him a little breathing room, right?
Well, I mean, because if you take a look at what they did last time, they wanted to control the time of the clock. They wanted to control the game. He wasn't getting his passing game going, and you could tell Rodgers hated that. He likes to throw the ball downfield. He's good at it. But so now that the things are opening up, I'm looking forward to seeing what they do this year.
Green Bay's going to win.
You think they're going to win the whole thing?
I pick New Orleans.
No, I mean Green Bay's going to win this game because
I pick New Orleans.
New Orleans don't have that. Last game showed you without Michael Thomas, Drew Brees doesn't know who to throw to. He showed you that perfectly fine. Just like but Drew Brees is the equivalent of the Texans once again. You don't have your star runner. You don't have your no. Everybody has their comfort blanket. A comforter. He doesn't have his. So that's why last game he didn't know who to throw to. He didn't.
Wow. And that's true. Well, Brees is getting older, but luckily he's still not as bad as Peyton was his last year. I do want to go on record. Brees, he still has something left in the tank. He's not quite done yet. I'm looking forward to see what he can do the rest of this year. This is his last year to try to get that win and get that championship. So
he's not getting it.
I don't think so either, but I'm still rooting for you, Brees. Let's go ahead and end this up. I know this was a topic that my friend here, Chuck, loves. He got what he asked for, and I'll bring it if I can. I will find that video and put the clip in here somewhere and show it. He was begging for the New England Patriots to pick up Cam Newton.
Oh yeah, most definitely that part. Yeah,
happened.
Oh yeah,
it happened
because I'm right.
I have to ask this question. How does it feel to watch Cam Newton trip over his own man and not make a 2-yard?
He didn't trip over his own man. His man got what do you call it?
Blocked into him?
No.
As big as he is, as strong as he is, and as athletic as he couldn't jump over that.
So this is what happened in the game.
What had happened was
the play was designed for him to run inside. So
he ran outside.
No, he didn't run outside. If you watch the game, he ran inside. He followed.
He didn't start the game.
I watched it.
No, he didn't. So he followed. He followed. Like if you notice in the past 2 games, Cam has been following whatever Josh McDaniels has been saying. See now, if they had opened up the playbook, which they didn't do in these past 2 games, Cam would have
do it. with the lack of preseason, they're going to give him what they think he can handle, which is why that first game he ran most of the time.
Right, and just like in this game, they went when they were on the goal line. What was the same play they ran? They ran the same play. Now Cam even said in my normal state of mind, I will run outside because guess what? I know the mill's going to be crowded, but because I was trying to be a good soldier, I followed what the play said.
And
that's what he did the whole game.
And with that being said, here's to you, Cam Newton, for being a good soldier. You got me a win because I picked against the Patriots last week.
But who would have thought that
it would came down to that?
It would have came down to that.
Who would have thought that? I'm not gonna lie. When I heard about it, I'm like, is Belichick a genius or not? Because if anybody can get Cam Newton to play, well, it would be him.
And he's playing well. I will give him that.
And he got Cam Newton.
Excellent.
He got Cam Newton at a deal, at a steal. Nobody was looking at Cam Newton, and why? Well, unfortunately, he does have the nuance of basically playing with his emotion. If things are going well, he does well, and he's on cloud nine. If things don't go well, he tends to get caught up in his emotion, and he doesn't play well. But if you've noticed, he has been focused.
Yeah.
He's what, 9-year veteran? You would know.
He's 31 years old, so yeah, he's
9 years?
Almost 9. Yeah, 9 years.
And he's got plenty of time left, ladies and gentlemen.
And Belichick got him at a steal for $7 million, and that's if he gets all of his incentives.
If he comes in,
I said this here. I said this here. Let Cam Newton get all his incentives. Let him make the playoffs.
Please.
Oh, they're re-signing him. They're re-signing him.
Belichick and the Patriots. Are you going to sign him for what he asked for?
What did he ask for? We don't even
have
to.
He's going to ask. If he gets them to the playoffs with all his accolades, he get that up to $7 million. He's going to demand some money. Y'all better pay that man.
Just because
otherwise somebody else is going to steal it.
Just because of his experience level.
Yeah, and he's been there before. He's been to the show.
Exactly, and I think he has matured. I think, and a guy with his pedigree, I think he is definitely worth what, $15 million. Is that the going rate? You think more?
He thinks
not
more.
Bad salary.
15. But you said something about he's matured. You're fighting with players over a chain. Now the chain has significance to you. I get that. Why are you wearing that chain on that field when somebody else can?
Wait, hold on.
No. I'm not saying. But what I'm saying
he's
is
showing
maturity
off.
level.
Yeah.
If this chain, if this chain means so much to me, I am not
wearing it
on the field where it can get
hold on.
Stolen.
Let's put this in proper context.
Yes,
because that's what we need to do. First of all, Josh, me and you are talking. We're having a conversation. I have no beef with nobody. You have no beef with nobody. 2 players came up to him and tried to snatch the chain. That's what happened. That's why he got upset. He's not upset that it happened during the game. This is after the game. The whistle had blown. He's off to the side talking to somebody else. You walk up to him and purposely do that.
Okay.
That's a violation.
That part I didn't get. So I apologize.
That's a whole different subject.
Else. But I was saying when the thing that I'm saying when I see these players with the jewelry on, the earrings, the chains while they're playing the game, you spent a lot of money on this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And you're basically putting all these $1,000, $10,000, $12,000, $100,000 worth of jewelry on to lose it and get it damaged. Why do you do that?
See, you're talking to the wrong person. I'm not a very flashy person.
I
don't wear a lot of jewelry.
I don't.
And so for me, if I did have something like that, you're right. I would put that in my locker. I would leave that at home. I would not risk that on the field.
I leave it in the car.
So I can't talk to Cam's state of mind or how he thinks.
The only comment I have on that is that's something that was personal to him. He had it tucked in.
Good luck charm.
He had it.
It was a good luck charm.
All right.
So he had it tucked in. Somebody came and went in there and took it. That's a whole different ball game than me. Like the Crabtree situation. That was during the game. Even Cam said to himself, "If this was during the game, cool. We wouldn't have had that. This is after the whistle blown. Refs are gone. We're talking. I'm talking to this guy over here. You came up and snatched it. That's a whole different ball game.
During the game.
No, this is after the game.
All right, so
that was it.
That pretty much wraps it up. We'll leave it off with this last topic. Mahomes versus Jackson. Lamar Jackson and Patrick Mahomes are facing off this Monday night. Definitely billed to be, the 2 Titans from last year, even though they didn't get a play in the playoffs because of the upset.
Championship game to go to
This is what should have happened.
That's what's going to happen.
We had the upset with Tennessee. Didn't get to see the Lamar and Mahomes face off, but we do get to see it Monday night. Gentlemen, any predictions?
Baltimore.
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 I gotta go on the limb.
Honestly,
Kansas City.
See, Kendall said Baltimore, but on our pool host league we got, he picked Kansas City. I don't want to hear that lie. I don't want to hear that lie.
We still got to work out the Kings. Sports fans. 6 games. We got. This is week 3. We got 3 more weeks after this week to go before I can give you an ultimate say. This is my final decision.
No.
We're in preseason to me right now.
At week 7, I think we should all whoever gonna sit down here. Week 8. Put down who gonna be where and
exactly.
who's not.
I agree with that.
You get along with that. Hey, and for those of you that follow us that want to join us on our pool host, send us a comment and I will send you the link. I'll add you. All I need is your email address, and you can go and do the NFL pick'ems right along with us. And I post that on Half Baked Sports Facebook page. And follow us, and we'll see you down the road.
I guarantee you, if you join pool host with us, y'all gonna probably beat us.
I don't know. 15-1.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry. Congratulations, Josh. He's 15-1.
And please appreciate our half bakedness.